What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here, girl. Let's go to the
I sponsor the now I sponsor the blog.
blogs, girl. Let's just get right to it because I feel like I'm starting late, but I'm actually starting like 2 minutes past the hour. Oh, this is interesting. It says Kim Kardashian reportedly wants to get a lawyer involved over Kanye West's wife, Bianca Censori's inappropriate outfits. It says Kim Kardashian is reportedly fuming over Kanye West's wife, Bianca Censori, and her provocative wardrobe choices around their kids. Despite Kim's effort to address the situation, Kanye and Bianca seem unwilling to budge, and things are getting tense. The source told In Touch Kim is in a terrible spot because Bianca has completely won over her kids, the insider revealed that Kanye and Bianca let the kids stay up all night and buy them piles of candy, making it difficult for Kim to compete. I think that's the wrong word. I think it should say it makes it difficult for Kim to maintain her household. I heard from a pediatrician when I first became a mother. I heard from a pediatrician that when you have like your child has a routine and they go to the other parent's home, the weekend that they go, like say they go every other weekend or whatever, like it, whatever they learned, it's going to take you 3 days to get them back to your routine. So I know it's difficult to like, I think I hate that kids are traipsed back and forth between parents. I truly believe a child should just be stationary in one home. I don't know why I want to cry. Imagine how tired it is for a child to go from one house to the next house, no matter how beautiful the house is, no matter all the candy that's there, just packing up my shit every fucking 2 weeks. Every other week, I gotta pack my shit up, go to my dad's house. Now, I imagine that Kanye and his wife have all the stuff for the kids at the house. That's who is more fucked up in divorces and when relationships break down. Like the kids are like a, a, a they're like a product. And oh, the kids, we're gonna split the kids up every 2 weeks. And then y'all say this bullshit that children are resilient. Ask a child, did they enjoy going back and forth from their mama's house to their daddy's house, from the mama's house to the daddy's house every 2 weeks? What kind of shit is that for anybody to live? Can you imagine packing up your shit every 2 weeks to go somewhere and stay for 2 weeks and then to pack your shit up and come back for 2 weeks? That's unfair. And no child should have to go through that. Children should have one house to stay in where their home is. They don't have to pick their shit up, go back. Every 2 weeks, I'm going to Kanye's house, and then I'm going to Kim's house, Kanye's house, Kim's house. And then I got rules over there. And because he wants to be the cool dad, he's going to let them do whatever the fuck. So essentially erasing everything. It Children thrive with structure, discipline, consequences, and rewards. Consistent. The mere fact that they going from one house, that is inconsistency for the children already. Then you have a man who a lot of fathers like to play this role because they want to be the fun time dad. So there's no rules, no consequences. It's all rewards and for nothing, rewarded for just nothing. Here, come over to dad's house and let me fuck up everything your mom has worked on you for the last 2 weeks. It is difficult to maintain a child in a routine. I have a routine for my children. They get up, they do this, they do this, they do this, especially when they were little. Now they're older, so it's I don't have that, my hands in it that much. but it's bop, 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 bop. Yes, it's routine. You get up at this time, you did this, you do this, lights off by this time. I have alarms on my phone. You'd be surprised at what time the lights go off in my house with two teenagers. Nate laughs at me. He thinks it's hilarious. The lights go off before 10 o'clock. Everything, we winding down at 9 o'clock. Start putting these only lights should be on in this motherfucker are the Himalayan salt lamps. That's the only thing that should be illuminating. Yes, there has to be a rhythm. Children going to bed too late, you fuck them up, and it seems fun for them, right? Because I don't have any responsibilities or whatever, but you are the responsible one. So you're the one that has to maintain. And then as they grow older, you just back away a little bit, right? And hopefully that routine and structure keeps playing out. But when I go somewhere for 2 weeks, it's all erased. It's all erased. I send my kids to their dads on the weekend. When I come back, it's just like who the hell? What the hell? I remember when I used to come home from my dad's house. Oh, my mother couldn't stand it because my father we used to talk to each other. He would talk to me in baby talk. I was the baby. I'm his baby, so he would talk to me in baby talk. My mother, when I would come back home, I would be talking in baby talk because I'm talking with my dad all the time. She hated it. She could not stand it. Stop talking that baby talk. Every time she go over there, she come back talking that baby talk. She hated it. This is when I was little, like, elementary school. Yep. My dad talked to me like I was like a baby until I grew. But when I was little, it was just all baby talk. Yep. And my mom, she couldn't stand it. Let me finish reading this. When they're with Kanye, there are no rules. So, of course, they love being with him. Kim Kardashian is particularly worried about Bianca's revealing outfits around the kids. According to The Insider, if Kim says anything critical, they defend her. So it's not like she can even bring up the fact that Bianca's practically naked around them, even in public. Kim has reportedly begged Kanye to step in, but she hasn't had much success. Kim has even attempted to reach out to Bianca directly, explaining why the outfits are inappropriate around the kids. And honestly, I don't see one. Bianca's probably under some type of trance, right? She's under some type of, yes, there's some willingness to what she's doing, but there's also like, I imagine in 15 years, she's going to look back on her life and we're going to have a story about her time with Kanye, and it's going to be fucking weird as fuck. So she's under some type of control. I really believe that because she doesn't look, Kanye, she doesn't look comfortable in the outfits. She's not selling the outfits at all. What as little as she has on, she still looks a mess. And all it does when I see Kanye prancing around a half naked woman, it just looks like you're a patriarchal pit bull on a leash with a man guiding you. You look like an animal that needs a trainer. That's what you look like. You look like an untamed animal who needs a trainer. You look like he should just have a leash around your neck. It looks like there's a kink that we are being forced to participate in. There's a lot of things happening with Bianca. I'm sure we'll hear it when it's all said and done because she's not going to be with him for long. She's going to snap out. Somebody's going to say something to her. She's going to see him do something, hear him say something, and she's going to snap out of it. Let me find what Julia Fox said about Kanye.
That he came into my life because he kind of like shook up my team in a way where a lot of the creative control was then given back to me. I would still feel this pressure to like pretend to be this like Hollywood starlet that I like wasn't. And I'd
I don't know
get
if
into
this is
fights about
it.
it and be really upset about it, but then ultimately always concede and like just do what they wanted me to do because it was like easier than arguing. So after he came in and was like, wait a minute, no, that, like, he said, I'm going to do what I want to do. But then when he left, it was like, oh, wait, now I'm going to do what I want to do, you know? Right. So you needed that hurricane to blow through to get rid of all the debris. You felt more empowered after that? Well, then I kind of felt like, oh my God, the world is my oyster.
Yeah, right. And you knew you didn't want to be anybody's muse.
No, I'm my own muse. After that, it was like the doors had unlocked, and
This is not the one.
I think he needed a full time person, and I just couldn't be full time. I had my son, and then he'd want to talk on the phone a lot, and like I'd have to, change diapers, and so I like bought a pair of AirPods so that I could like keep it in while I was like doing mom stuff. Like it was so overwhelming, and so unsustainable. And I think I just realized very quickly it just wasn't going to be sustainable because ultimately I cannot put anybody else first. My son has to be first. It just became too much. Like I didn't sign up to have two babies, like I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. It felt like two babies. I think
It felt like two babies. Hold on, there's another one. There was another one. She was like, it was too much. I'm sure we'll hear from Julia soon enough. It was this year. It was this year when she said what she said about Kanye. Um yeah. So I want to read some of the comments. I'm sure the kids have already searched their parents, already heard about Ray J, all of that stuff, I'm sure. I'm sure North has already. She's old enough. She's old enough. There's no way that they're going to keep that from them. But again, like she could say, I didn't have kids. I wouldn't have done that if I had kids. Having kids is different. There's a whole, you would modify or adjust your behavior around children. To me, I feel like it's a given. And I feel like what I was saying was, that Bianca is not like, she's probably like in a haze, like the whole thing is probably like feels like a dream for her. Because again, like I said, when I see her out with Kanye, she's not selling it at all. And I don't know if that's if that's annoying to Kanye. Like, you have this girl, she's willing to show practically all of her body. She's willing to walk behind you, look a little foolish while doing it, but she's completely, there's no, the confidence is not there. Like Amber Rose, confidence. Julia Fox, confidence. Like these, like you have to sell it. You have to, if you're going to play that role and be the misused muse, then you're going to have to sell it. You're going to have to believe it. It doesn't even seem like she even believes whatever Kanye's vision is. She's not able to sell it, his vision. So I don't know how long that's going to last, cuz she's not giving it to me. She really isn't. I'm like, girl, you look so uncomfortable. And she's always picking at herself. That is a signal of being uncomfortable. She's not standing in it. So it is what it is. And this refresh, I don't know. Oh, that was on the Jasmine brand. Let me go back to the Jasmine brand because I want to read some of the comments. It says, let's read a couple comments. She should be getting a lawyer to sue Timu for selling knockoff copies of her. I actually agree. Kim dresses scantily clad on sets and photo shoots. She doesn't wear that on a day to day around children. Bianca be looking like a sex doll hanging off her children's father's arm. Now, I'm not sure if she dresses like that when it's his days with the kids, but I do understand her concern. People are dying, Kim. Shout out to Courtney. I don't blame her. I've never seen Kim dressing naked around her kids. It's weird as fuck that people are defending a complete stranger doing this around kids that aren't hers. Do it around Kanye, but not minors. The fuck? I'm with Kim. We're all tired of her lady parts being all over social media. I don't want that mess around my kids either. Bianca's outfits are way more provocative than Kim's. She literally wears high cut thongs as pants. That's sick for her to dress like that around kids. This seems too good to be true considering Kim Kardashian is known for being very public about being naked and even owns a nudist shapewear line. If this is indeed true, then Beyonce should consider involving a lawyer to address Kim's antics. Did you think that was funny? Now, I'm usually not on Kim's side, but I think she's referring to how she dresses around her children. If she's dressing like this around them, then it's a problem. Girl, you have a sex tape out in the world. Move around. Kim, John Amos died in August, and we just found out in October. Are you serious right now? Oh, I didn't know that. He died in August? Really? I did not know that. Shout out to John Amos. We know John Amos from everything, honey. Coming to America, Good Times, motherfucking this is America, Jack. Remember when he got King Joffrey Joffrey together? This is America, Jack. Shout out to John Amos. Shout out to John Amos. He's on the money. If pot calling the kettle black was a person, I I I I, I truly believe that if Bianca wasn't under Kanye's like tutelage, then she would probably be like, "You're right. I should probably put on some fucking at least some biker shorts and some nipple covers." I mean, if you go, people have people that people are free, but I don't know. I think it's a little weird. I do, and I think it's weird for her not to understand that it's weird. But again, she's probably just listening to Kanye. Diddy accused of drugging victims with horse tranquilizer amid shocking SA allegations. You know what I found out about ketamine? It actually, there are some fear receptor, like the fight or flight, they're fear receptors in our brains, right? And I learned that when you are on ketamine, that the fear receptors are not there. Like you might see something that you're afraid of, but you don't move. There's like you don't there's no fight or flight with the ketamine. Yes, I've learned that. Like it kind of disables your fight or flight. So what you think would possibly be scary for you, you would actually probably walk towards it. You wouldn't be afraid. Like you might be look at a scene and be like, "Oh, this I should be afraid of this." Right? Our fight or flight is to protect us, honestly. But right? I'm seeing this image or this something threatening is coming towards me. You don't see it as a threat. Yeah. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. But also, it immobilizes you because it's an anesthetic. So you're either put to sleep. I mean, it's used to put to sleep, tranquilizer, and then also used to put to sleep. And then, like in a dream, you're like in a dream like state. So you can hear things going, you can see things going on around you. I think they call it like a twilight. They call it twilight. I think they call it in like the anesthesia. It's like you're in a twilight. Like you can hear stuff. You might feel pressure, but there's like you're not there. You're there, but you're not there in a dreamlike. So yeah, he's gonna go. He's gonna go down. I don't think that you know he is going to get out of jail at all. I think he's gonna be in jail. That's it. That's the last. That's the last you're gonna see of your daddy, Jesse and Delilah and Quincy and Justin and Christian. Christian's another one. His ass needs to be right there with his daddy. Somebody said the other day, "You look too much like your daddy. Lock his ass up too." But his ass is in a complaint too. He was on a yacht. He's been accused of doing the same exact thing he learned from his father. Keep the daddies in the home, they say. Have a male role model around your children, they say. Diddy is facing a new wave of shocking allegations with claims that he drugged victims with a horse tranquilizer before SAing them. During the October 1st press conference, attorney Tony Busby, who represents 120 alleged victims, somebody said it. They need to file a class action lawsuit again. And if can you imagine the amount of people he has abused in over 30 years? And this is just his time in the music industry. We're not talking about before, right? We talked about him, like, act the way that he acted when he was in, when he went to Howard, and the way he would got on the quad and was hollering at this girl and beating this girl with a belt, like literally beating her with a belt. And you know who I think is going to be a star witness? Capricorn. I think even though she had filed a suit against him and they settled out, but the things that she says or used to say on her Twitter, she is going to be a, if they haven't called her to be a key character witness on that, because Capricorn was around Puffy for a long time. And knowing what Don said about, that's the only Capricorn, I mean, that's the only assistant that we have known, unless he had an assistant that we didn't know about or didn't see. Capricorn was always with Diddy. Always. You can go and look at all the pictures. She was always right there. Sound like he abused her too. Sound like she had been given something and she was assaulted too. Every woman around him, every woman. And I don't believe that they did not see him misbehaving and being an asshole to people and mean to people and harmful and slapping people and talking shit about people and overhearing his conversations. He doesn't deserve to get out of jail. And the amount of people who are defending him, you guys look weird. You guys look weird. And it's just like, I don't believe all this. That's too many people. Girl, you are lucky. Be thankful that you're not one of his victims. He has plenty, I'm sure. And he's not the only one. Again, like I tell you, there was probably a freak off last weekend and the weekend before that. None of this shit is going to stop. There's more people in the game. Diddy is a high stakes player in the game, but there are other people in the game. I promise you. I promise you. That's a promise. And like that man said at that press conference, you're going to be, didn't I tell you yesterday before that press conference? You're going to be shocked. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. But what you need to do is prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. One, it's okay for people to have sex. No problem with that. Two, you need to watch out and see if people are having sex with people who are not consenting, unable to consent. Bodies, when you hear niggas talk about she was passed around, think about that. Literally passing around someone who can't even give consent. What kind of disgusting human being do you have to be? And what pleasure are you getting from having sex with someone who can't even participate? That is the sickest thing to me. Like when I hear about people having sex with people who are unconscious, dead. We've heard about those. That's why they don't hire men in morgues, because they will fuck a dead body. Girl, nasty. Yes, all of you motherfuckers, until you prove otherwise. Sorry, because I can't tell y'all apart. All y'all look the same. Y'all be laughing at the same jokes, slapping fives and all that shit. Y'all look the same to me. So it's yes, all of you, until I don't give none of you niggas the benefit of the doubt. None of you. None of you. Every single man defending this would do the same thing. It's no, oh, they probably would. No, they would. They would do it. Watch every single person defending him. They would do what he's done. They would do it. During the October 1st press conference, attorney Tony Busby, who represents 120 alleged victims, dropped bombshell allegations. Several of the individuals were drug tested and drugs were found in their system, Busby revealed. Weird drugs that you probably have never heard of. One in particular that continues to pop up is the drug xylazine, or trank, which is also known as a horse tranquilizer, ketamine. Busby described one incident where a 20-year-old woman attended a hotel party with Diddy. She was flattered, went to the party, and was given one drink. And then this is how they recruit. They just walk. You want to come to a Diddy party? And you're like, hell yeah. And then you walking in, you with your girls and stuff, and they're giving you what you think is water, and it's not. It has something else in it. From what I have read and heard, everything is infused with something, even the water. So there's another story. Nikki Heaton, she went to I think it was on a yacht or boat, something like she went to a party um with her manager, Puffy party, Puffy and Kanye. They give them both drinks immediately as they walk in, cranberry vodka. She doesn't drink, so she's acting like she's drinking. She sees her manager take a sip. She was like, oh, something, like, she doesn't say out loud, but she thinks to herself, oh, something is in this drink, because Puffy and Kanye, after giving them the drinks. Now, this is an alleged story. This woman's telling her story. After giving after she got the drinks, they kept looking at her, right, trying to see when it was going to take effect. They kept looking at her, and she was like, "Oh," she caught the cues, and she was young. I think she said it was 19 years old. She caught the cues, right? That's why everything. Tell your daughters, your sons, because they raping boys too. Apparently there are 25 people of these victims who were minors at the time. One as young as 9 years old. I don't know what I would have done if I taken my son to meet someone who I thought was going to give him a chance. First of all, no, you can't be alone with my son. That's one. But some of these parents are so desperate for their children to be pushed up, like all them parents who sold their daughters to R. Kelly. Yeah. They will do what they need to do for their child to succeed, and sometimes they will hand them off to the person who abuses their child. A 9-year-old, you go in a room with a 9-year-old and have him give you oral sex. What did the little boy say when he came out of the room to his mother? Like, how did everything go? He did what? Girl, I would have murdered that man. Do you girl, just even thinking about it. What? First of all, we gonna set this motherfucker on fire. Then when y'all start running out, we gonna be waiting. Yes, when you run out, I'm gonna shoot your ass. Every time I hear something and then it has something to do with a child or someone underage, that makes me, I get violent. I do. That's the only thing that I can, that's when, yeah, I'm okay. I condone violence. I do. When you have committed a crime against a child and you done put your dick in a child, I don't even understand how people, girl, I tell you, it enrages me. He would have been dead and I would have been in jail. I would have been the mug shot. And then when it hit the internet, they'd be like, "Oh, whatever they said she did it." You goddamn right. I killed him. I did. I cut his head off and I sent it to Janice. That's what I did. You know why? Because he stuck his fucking dick in my son's mouth. Everybody in the goddamn court of law would be like, well, yeah, I can see why that happened. I probably would have done that too. Not guilty, Your Honor. She's not guilty of no crimes. We call that parental insanity. Uh-huh. When a parent finds out that their child has been abused and they go and kill the person, yeah, we got a new name for that. Y'all don't get angry enough for me. Baby, the way that Puffy would have been that day, it would have been breaking news. A woman killed Sean Puffy Combs. What happened? Tell the little boy to talk. You motherfucker, you belong. First of all, you need your dick cut off. That's number one. With no anesthesia, no ketamine for you. You need to feel the fear and see the fear and smell the fear, motherfucker. That's number one. After I cut your dick off, motherfucker, I'ma lay you in a fucking guillotine, and I'm gonna stick your dick in your mouth, and then I'm gonna chop your goddamn head off. That's what's gonna happen. Ain't no virtue signaling. Off with your motherfucking head, nigga. Off with your dick and then your head. Yeah. When it comes to kids, I don't care. A lot of these people abuse children. That's why they don't care. They want you to trip up and have a child. Children in adoption. They get aged out of adoption. They start trafficking children. You can't find these kids. Kids go missing. You ask the fucking cops to look for the kids, and they're the motherfuckers who took them. They find the kid and then they sell them off into trafficking. Look up law enforcement involved in child trafficking, sex trafficking. You will be, when I tell you, it is so disgusting. It'll let you know that when you say yes, all them motherfuckers, they are not to be trusted. Not, and then people, why are you not going to the law? Why y'all not going to the cops? Why y'all waiting all this time? The cops work as off-duty armed security for these celebrities. The cops do all the time. It's nothing. It's like another stream of income. So you think you going to the cops to tell them what happened at a Diddy party, and you see the motherfucker that was at the Diddy party fucking a lifeless body, a fucking cop. When this man said it's all kind of shit, people involved, girl, I'm telling you, don't be shocked. Just prepare yourself at the amount of people who would abuse children, who would abuse vulnerable people under the influence, unable to give consent. I hope they line all you motherfuckers up. Girl, when I tell you, it feels so good to know that people are going to be revealed. Oh God, I can't, baby, when I tell you, I can't wait. I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait until they show all you motherfuckers. I can't wait. Busby described one incident where a 20-year-old woman attended a hotel party. She was flattered, went to the party, given one drink, and doesn't remember anything else. She said, adding to that later, she ended up in the hospital with cocaine and horse tranquilizers in her system. And do you know that you can actually die from an overdose of anesthesia, right? Like Michael Jackson. So you have no idea. They don't know dosage or anything. They just need you to just fucking fall out. They can actually give you something. Like I said, that motherfucker is a serial killer. How many people have gone missing after they've gone to a Diddy party? You've never heard from them again. You haven't seen them since. They may have died because they were given something and their heart stopped and nobody knows where they are. That's why you don't leave your girls nowhere or your boys nowhere. And you always keep an eye. You always keep an eye. If we're splitting up, everybody, we keeping an eye on each other. And don't leave with no one. Don't go anywhere with no one. Nothing. Because, girl, no. The allegations against the hip-hop mogul span back to 1991. I was still in high school. And I done had 2 children and one about to graduate from high school. That's how long. Think about it. We were in high school. We've grown up, gone to college, got married, had children, have kids about to graduate college. High school. This motherfucker has been terrorizing people that long. He doesn't deserve any grace. He doesn't deserve a prayer. Nothing. Nothing. Like I said, I hope he dies in jail. And before he dies, I hope his goddamn organs start eating each other to survive. Same shit you'd put allegedly put Albie Shore through. Same thing for you. I hope your fucking organs liquefy, nigga. Everything. He deserves it all. That man, girl, he has terrorized so many people and harmed so many people. He deserves no grace, no redemption, no nothing. And if ever anyone is defending him, stay away from that motherfucker too. Anybody defending that man, stay the fuck away from him. Them. Because it's men and women. You motherfuckers are weird. And to not believe when his own assistant, people working with him, you think people, random people they see in Miami, Miami, they need to sit in Miami for a while and set up a booth. Have you been abused by after going from a puffy party where your asshole was hurting and your vagina was hurting when you woke up? You had one drink and don't remember nothing after. I hope he dies in prison. I hope your children never see you again. Never, through a fucking glass. Well, he'd be in a federal prison. They might not be no glass. But girl, I hope every time your children see you, you in jail. They gotta go to visit you in the jail. That's your new big house, bitch. The allegations against the hip-hop mogul span back to 1991, including claims involving minors, stating one victim was 9 years old at the time. Combs has denied all accusation, and his attorney, Erica Wolf, labeling the claims false and defamatory. Girl, fuck you. Girl, that would be, if I was a fucking defense attorney, hire me. I'm gonna fuck your whole shit up. Bitch, that bitch might lose her motherfucking license to practice law. She fucked Puffy's fucking case up so fucking bad. Yeah, bitch. Girl, I'd fuck his whole shit up. Let me be your defense attorney. I'm fucking everything up, bitch. Attorney-client privilege, everything. She lost her license after that Puffy case, but his ass is in jail for 156 years. Then I'd write a book, girl, about my experience and live off that motherfucking book. Do some interviews. The woman who fucked up Sean Combs' fucking defense. Oh, huh? I'll fuck it up. Fuck it up. Girl, he remains in custody in Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center facing criminal charges, including trafficking, racketeering, transportation of prostitution, and he has pleaded not guilty to all counts, of course. Shout out to House of Aaron, who's contributing to the Jasmine brand now. I've been seeing his name in the captions. YG arrested for DUI after driving over a curb, girl. When Uber, like that, like, to me, that's no excuse for you to be driving. There's too many things that you could go into your phone and say, can you pick me up? I'm fucking drunk. But when they say impaired, you literally, even your judgment is impaired. Like you think you can drive, girl. Don't do it. Have done it and can't believe. I remember thinking about, like, why would y'all let me leave? We didn't know you was that drunk. And I tell you, I used to, there's a few times where I've been so drunk that you could actually like see like, ooh, Erica's, but I could be really, really drunk and you will never know it. You would never know it. So somebody allowing me to leave their house and I'm like, okay, I'm going to drive home. Bitch, I used to drive from Culver City to fucking Hollywood. Okay. Drunk. Not something you want to do at all. I could have killed myself and someone else. Driving I couldn't fucking focus. I would be driving like this with one eye. Yes, don't do it. Don't do it. This is a young diva. I was a young diva, 2:00 girl. Honey, driving intoxicated. Absolutely not. On the fucking freeway, girl. Yes. From Culver City to fucking Hollywood. Yes. And I just think, like, why would you let me leave? Girl, I didn't know you was that drunk. Girl, I was fucked up. Fucked up. Sometimes I would get home, I would pull into my, I would pull into my thing and just lean back like, oh, thank you for getting me home. There was no ride share back there. You could call a taxi. Taxis, it'll probably cost me $200 just to get from goddamn Culver City to Hollywood. Yeah, I used to be, girl, A mess. Irresponsible. Just irresponsible. I'm gonna have to cut all that off. That entire time I was trying to mute it. It wouldn't let me mute it. It says, this is interesting considering most of the people were either dancing to Not Like Us or provided commentary that suggests Kendrick won the battle. So Drake unfollows LeBron James, Rick Ross, Joe Budden, DeMar DeRozan, and more amid the Kendrick Lamar beef. Yeah, nigga, you lost. Don't nobody want to be around no fucking loser. Get your loser ass out of here, nigga. You lost. And while we dancing, we still haven't got to the root of the song, motherfucker. You an alleged pedophile. We on your ass next, bitch. Cause yeah, why we saying not like us, not like us? The song is about Drake being a fucking pedophile. We on your ass too, bitch. You next, motherfucker. These weirdo dog ass motherfuckers. Ugh. Ain't no reason you should have been texting Millie Bobby Brown when she was 14 years old. Nigga, you 30 something years old. Girl, let me see what I saved. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Let me do one more video. We're gonna go because I'm trying to do 2 a day. All right, let's go. Let's take care of each other. Let's protect our energy. Let's get down in the comments. Don't forget to like the video. I'm trying to get to 1,000 likes per video. So as soon as you come in, watch it. If you going out, you haven't liked it, like the video, share, let the people know that, you know, this is a good channel, right? So you want other people to see, so let them know. I need to do my hair. It's a mess. Anyways, take care of each other, protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.